everybody? It's your buddy, it's your pal Spaz Phoenix, the YWC Reality Check, and it's 2015. The world didn't end, the computers didn't crash, the skies didn't crumble, the seas didn't dry up. So once again, for the 2015th time, we have avoided the apocalypse, and that's lame. I couldn't think of anything else. It's ridiculous o'clock in the morning. That much hasn't changed. How are you guys? I took my December hiatus, so I didn't really get a chance to wish you guys Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, whatever other things you guys celebrate. But I will ask you guys now, if you want to put it down in the box below, be my guest. How was your Christmas? How was your... I don't know how many other holidays happen in December. I celebrate Christmas, so it is what it is. How was your New Year? I know this is December 1st. We're probably about maybe 12 hours in if we're lucky. Did you have a good New Year? Are you awake yet? Are you even watching this on January 1st? Did you sleep it off January 1st? I don't know. The other thing that happens in December for me is my birthday, and a lot of you guys know this, and a lot of you guys poured out to wish me happy birthday, Facebook, Twitter, etc. I even had somebody on this channel, and I'm not going to name names, but they said, and they left it on my last Q&A, I think, it says, I don't really know where to put this, man, but happy birthday. The answer to that, first of all, thank you. Second of all, the answer to that, guys, my Facebook is always in the description box of every video. I welcome you guys to add me up on Facebook, chat me up. I can't guarantee I'll be the most available person in the world, but you're always welcome to do it, unless, you know, you end up being dicks, in which case I might politely ask you to leave by blocking you, because that's what I do. Yeah, I took the December hiatus, and I think that's going to be the thing from now on. I took the break from the hiatus to do Tackle with Connor. That's going to be a monthly thing. That's going to be a monthly thing progressing on through this year as well. I wanted to do that because we didn't give you a Tackle in November. I came back to sort of share the CM Punk podcast because the rumors at the time were it was everybody and their brother was trying to get it torn down. They were petitioning... what the hell is his name? They were petitioning Colt Cabana. WWE was rumored to be getting him to tear it down or whatever. So I took the opportunity at the time to repost it and see how long it would last. But you guys haven't seen my pretty sexy face in a long time. It's been a month. I've got some scraggly semblance of facial hair going on. Maybe give me a shot. No, don't tell me what you think in the box down below. It's probably not going to be good. It's a mess right now. Ugh. Things to talk about, I know you see the title of the video. I know you know, anybody that's been watching this channel for a long time knows what the main point of this video is going to be, and I will get to that. Don't you worry, but I want to tackle some other things first, no pun intended, about how this channel is going to go this year. There's going to be a few changes. There's going to be more, if I can help it, there's going to be more content on the channel this year. Two things I want to get out of the way right away. People ask me for quite a while, why don't you talk about TNA, why don't you talk about NXT? Well, NXT for me is kind of what TNA was. It's the one thing that I didn't really talk about so I could kick back and enjoy it. I don't know if I probably won't talk about NXT, because I still want to treat those guys like when they get to the main roster, like they're new, and if I've been talking them up like crazy beforehand, then they won't be new when they get to the main roster, and that kind of goes against what I've been saying on this channel for years. I don't care what you did in ROH, I don't care what you did in TNA, I don't care what you did in, you know, Shikara or IWGP or CZW. Or, once you get to the WWE Raw main roster, it's day one. And I've tried to stick to that theory. I love NXT, don't get me wrong, but I'd kind of be going against my own theory. I'd kind of be going against my own theory if I started, you know, flooding this channel with NXT stuff. And let's be honest, they give us 1 hour a week and a 2-hour pay-per-view every 4 months. It's not a lot to go on, so it's not really something I want to dedicate time to at this point. That being said, it means once there's an announcement made that so-and-so is coming up to the main roster, we just had the Ascension, who destroyed Mizdow, which was, you know, it's hit and miss for me, because those are my boys, but it is what it is. We have the rumors of how Adrian Neville is going to debut, which just make me laugh, and when those announcements are made, then of course I will gush on these guys up until the moment they hit the ring. But that's why I'm not really going to be talking about NXT. TNA, I'm really only watching for a laugh at this point, and I can't watch. I mean, I can. Obviously, I go to Bali Rules the couple of days after it goes, and you stream it, and it's all good, and it's all good, and there's all kinds of weird built-in ads that are annoying and sometimes cut out the sound, so it's not the best thing in the world. TNA, I watched for my own amusement for the most part, and now, because they suck so bad, they got kicked off Spike. They got onto Destination America. Now, for you guys that have been here a long, long time, I don't live in America, so I can't watch Destination America. What I can do, like I say, is go online a couple days later, check out the show with no commercials and see if it was any good. That being said, that's going to be a pain in the ass, and it's going to be one of those I'll watch it as filler between whatever else I'm doing that week, so I'm not going to set aside a schedule for watching TNA. I'm going to sneeze eventually. This is going to happen. But what I am going to do, most of you, especially those of you in the States that are watching, oh, I'm going to sneeze and it's right there. This is not a good way to start the year. You guys in the States know that Sci-Fi is moving SmackDown back to Thursdays now. That would be good enough for me. But what makes me smile is I don't watch Sci-Fi up here in Canada. I watch Sportsnet 360, which used to be known as The Score, which is what WWE programming moved to when it moved off of TSN. And because of the schedules being different up here, and because Sportsnet 360 is awesome, we're going to get it a day ahead of the Americans. We're going to get it on Wednesday. So here is roughly how I want to lay out my schedule for making vids and whatnot. Whereas last year it was, okay, there would be one video a week. It would be a Raw review if there wasn't a Q&A that week, and if there wasn't a tackle that week. What I want to do now is there's going to be a Raw review regardless, and a second video. Now, SmackDown will be reviewed on a week where there's no tackle and when there's no Q&A. On the weeks of a pay-per-view, the way I want to do this is I'll do a pay-per-view review and I'll do a Raw review, but I'll release them as one video because they'll overlap each other and one of them will get missed in your feed, lost in the shuffle, etc., and I won't get the views that I want because, let's face it, my views, even though there's a lot of you guys, I have 511 subscribers now. You guys are all amazing, but you're not watching every single one of my vids. And with me trying to create more content, I have to be very careful how I do it. So if you want to watch just for the pay-per-view review, then cool. If you want to watch just the Raw review afterwards, you know, fast forward it to halfway through the video, and we are good to go. Now, Ask the Phoenix is the most popular thing on my channel right now. It's not going anywhere. Also, as long as I can keep contact with Connor, Spaz and OKFabe Tackle, the preview videos that we've been doing the past 5 months or so are going to keep going. Now, I didn't do a Q&A in December. I told you guys you got 2 months to build up to a January Q&A. Now you guys know the layout of my Q&As. My Q&As, you have up until the 25th to give me your questions, and between the 25th and the end of the month I do the Q&A. People came to me, lots of you, and I love that you guys asked me this because it means you're paying attention. It means you guys are liking the Q&As. You asked me if I'm going to do the Q&A early in January because you have questions revolving around the Royal Rumble, and the Royal Rumble is on the 25th. The answer is no. The answer is the Q&A is going to be done after the Royal Rumble. But here's the thing, and here's something I'm testing, so this is going to depend a lot on you guys. If you have pre-Royal Rumble questions to be answered that you want to submit to me, put them in the comment section of this video with the prefix or the hashtag, or however you want to say it, SPOK. Because what we will do is Connor and I will address those questions as a tandem in our preview for the Royal Rumble. Any month where there's a conflict like this, I'll make some sort of announcement, and anybody that has pay-per-view comments or questions or things you want addressed, I've spoken to Connor. Connor and I will try to fit them into the tackle videos. That way, the questions that I'm getting for, say, the Ask the Phoenix for that particular month will be on a more broad spectrum. It won't just be like, hey, this is going on this month, so we're going to ask you questions about this. I love that, and I'm not trying to censor you guys. I'm not trying to limit what kinds of things you guys can ask me, but I think I can spread it out a little bit because you guys ask me a ton of questions for Ask the Phoenix, and I love it. and you guys are great. But I think if you have pay-per-view specific questions, especially as we get closer to Mania, I'm going to try and get you guys to slip some of those over to myself and Connor, because they will become part of the preview, and it makes a little bit more sense that way. That's something that I'm going to feel out as it goes. I don't have that idea written in concrete just yet. The same thing goes for the 2 videos a week. I'm going to review Raw regardless, because I'm loving Raw, even though that's not the popular opinion right now. As far as me reviewing SmackDown, when there's nothing else for me to do a second video about, I'm going to do a few, and you guys have got to give me some feedback on this. I know SmackDown's not popular. I like it. If you ask me right now to put my finger on exactly why, I couldn't. I guess because it's not the main focus. I guess because it's a little more relaxed and they're not trying to shove a whole bunch of story into it. You're just getting a couple of extra matches and a few odds and ends, cool things that they stick in there to try and get you to watch it. But I do, and I want to start doing that, especially now with Sportsnet 360 giving me the opportunity where it's not on Friday nights, and I don't feel like I'm giving up a Friday night to watch wrestling. It's not going to be on the Wednesdays, so it'll probably, here's the other part that you guys are going to probably hate if you're in America. If I watch SmackDown on a Wednesday, the review's probably going up Wednesday night. If that means that you wait until Thursday night for you to watch your tape or your showing of SmackDown, and want to wait to watch my video until there, I will try not to put spoiler thumbnails, and I will try not to put spoiler subject matter in the titles of the reviews. I think that's pretty fair. I don't think, for me, it makes any sense to wait a day and a half to do a video on something that I saw the day before, but I know at the same time that me having it on Wednesday is not something that applies to all of you, so I'm going to, again, the SmackDown reviews are probably going to get the least amount of views, but they're really what I'm asking the most feedback on you guys from, because A, I want to do it, but B, I really need you guys to tell me if it's worth my time. That's quite a ramble. So I've talked about TNA, I've talked about NXT, I've talked about what I'm going to do with SmackDown, I've talked about the Q&A, the tackles, the odd time, and I said this way back in November, I am working on another surprise for you guys. It's going to be a series. I don't even know if it'll happen in 2015. It's another small series. Whenever I get it up off the ground, it's only going to be 4 episodes, because only 4 episodes will be applicable. But there is something bigger and very personal to me coming down the pike, if and when I feel I'm ready to do it. I'm not trying to be cryptic. I'm not trying to get you guys to come up and ask me what it is, because the answer is going to be no. Just know that if I do drop off the grid for, say, a week or so, I might be starting that larger project. So yeah, 2015, you're going to get more out of me, no matter what it is, no matter what content. You guys know, I say it at the end of every video, you know, start a conversation or keep my conversation going. I'm trying to do more things. I'm trying to reach out. The Q&A, the way Ask the Phoenix has taken off, you guys, I'm not sappy that often. I don't get really mushy and sentimental on here, but really, guys, I cannot express to you properly how much I appreciate how much you guys have taken to the Ask the Phoenix concept. The tackle videos that I'm doing with OKFave, originally I just did it off the cuff as a, hey man, you want to do a video? And they seem to get a lot of reaction as well. I like working with the guy. I've had a lot of different people that I've worked with. A lot of them have been great. Connor and I work very well right now, and he says for the foreseeable future he wants to keep doing it. If that ever falls by the wayside, rest assured, I will find something to fill that void, but let's hope it doesn't happen. Let's hope it at least plays out through the next year. Now, that's a lot of I've been rambling for 14 minutes, and it's, you know, this is the first 14 minutes you've seen of my face in 2015, and I'm rambling, and fuck, the lighting's not great, and I'm still congested as fuck because my sinus is still hitting me. It's still ridiculous o'clock in the morning, and the more things change, the more they stay the same. Now, I have done lotteries on this channel before. When I started doing the lottery, it was the Spaz Phoenix YWC Appreciation Lottery, and it was kind of a reverse to what everybody else does, because everybody else wants to do a lottery for their subs and get more competition and more interaction. What I did a couple years ago was I did something specifically to show appreciation to the other YouTubers out there that I watched, the ones that entertain me. Thanks for entertaining me. So I took all the guys that I am and girls, let's be fair, all the guys and girls that I was subscribed to at the time, and I put all their names in a hat. I didn't let them know. I put them all in the hat, and we did a lottery, and it was a thing. I don't even think I had a prize at that time. But it's not quite that specific this time. This is just 11 people in the YWC and in the IWC and Facebook, Twitter, etc. verse that have I've either met through wrestling, or have supported this channel, or have supported me through social media, or have contributed, or somehow helped me along, or become my friend, or anything in that realm. There's a lot to be covered. I've got 11 names here, and what's going to happen? Conveniently enough, if I'm doing a Rumble lottery, we have a Royal Rumble coming up. There's 30 names in this hat, and please note the hat for irony purposes, because let's face it, Punk's last pay-per-view was the Royal Rumble, so I should use a Punk hat. It is what it is. There's 30 names in here, or sorry, there's 30... I can speak, I swear, guys, nothing's changed. Really, nothing's changed. I might as well grab a handful of chips and just sit here and nosh with you guys like I did for Scene Apocalypse, but I'm not going to do that. Bottom line, 11 names on this list. Every name is going to have 2 numbers drawn, so you have 2 chances to win. The deal being, it's a pretty generic idea, but I'm going to run it through anyways. You get a number. You get the number 5. Heath Slater comes out number 5 in the Royal Rumble. If Heath Slater is the one that wins the Royal Rumble, you have won the lottery. And guys, this isn't a pay channel. This isn't a partnership channel. This isn't a Google AdSense channel. I'm not making money off this. I don't have prizes. So this is going to sound weak, and you guys can work on this as much or as little as you want. The winner... Oh, excuse me, guys. I'm burping from water. What the actual fuck? Like, seriously. I had a pop while I was writing up notes and writing numbers on pieces of paper, and I'm like, no, I'm not going to drink pop, because I got to talk to all my buddies with my camera and everything, got to be, act like I know what the fuck I'm doing. So I switched to water, and I'm burping from water. The more things change, the more they stay the same. Next thing you know, my phone's going to go off, or somebody's going to message me on Facebook, and I'm going to get to do what all you guys love to do and say, fuck off, I'm doing a video. I'm going to draw the numbers. It's a thing. If you win, you get to pick a wrestling topic. You get to pick a topic, an on-demand video from me. You give me your topic. It can be as broad or as narrowly scoped as you want it to be. If you win the lottery, basically, you gotta find me. You guys gotta pay attention here. I'm not gonna come seek you out, because I'm not gonna be condescending to you guys like that. If you win this lottery even, you gotta seek me out. Say, Spaz, I won the lottery, here's what I want you to do a video on. Boom. What do you think of this guy? Or, how can we improve this? Or, what would you do with this guy? Or, any video topic you want. You can sit there and castrate me and say, find 25 good things to say about John Cena. Bottom line is, it's in your hands. You win this lottery, I'm yours for one video. And it will be an on-demand video, and if I can figure out a way to do this for Fastlane, because we don't have the chamber anymore, or if I can figure out how to do this for things like WrestleMania, SummerSlam, Survivor Series, I'm going to try and come up with more cool shit like this. But I have... This is also an opportunity for me to give a couple people shout-outs and thank yous as well. But, this is it. I'm going to stop lagging because I'm tired, as you guys can tell. It's ridiculous o'clock in the morning, as you guys can tell. So I'm going to start drawing numbers, and I'm going to tell you who's... I'm going to call a name, I'm going to pull 2 numbers, and I'm going to watch this video back and write down the numbers later, because there's no way I'm doing all that at once. The first 3 names are Cheney815, Laurel Lewis, and the Zohan. And why these guys got picked is because these guys, more than anybody else, by country miles, contribute to my Q&As in the 10s, in the 20s, in the 30s of questions, because they're ridiculous, and they make up a good chunk of the interaction on this channel, so they deserve recognition, and they deserve thanks. So, Cheney, Laurel, Zohan, thank you to you guys. Cheney, I'm drawing for you first. Cheney, 815, your numbers are 3. And 27. 27, statistically speaking, is the luckiest number in the Rumble. So Zohan has 3 and 27, and I'm throwing paper around the room because, like I say, nothing's changed. Laurel Lewis, these are for you. Write down your numbers if you care. If you guys don't care, just, you know, let me know and I'll take you out and I'll draw somebody else's number. Laurel, your numbers are 14. Can't read my own writing. 14 and 16. Laurel, your numbers are 14 and 16. The Zohan. This is gonna take a while. It's a good thing there's only 11 people. The Zohan, your numbers are 8 and 2. You know, number 2 is as good as number 1, so take that for what you will. Now, the next 3 are a group that entertain the hell out of me. They can be found at youtube.com/user/blackcatfeline. Anybody that knows me for a long time knows I used to watch Kristen and D when Black Cat Feline was just Kristen and D. Don't know what happened to D, but Kristen has sort of revamped that channel and brought in her friends Guapo and Suave. They're entertaining as fuck. They plug the hell out of this channel because they're awesome. So they are the next 3 names in this lottery. Kristen, who's kind of their ringleader, I suppose, who I hope to be doing a series with as well. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Kristen, you get lucky number 13. And 24. Kristen, your numbers, again, I feel like a bingo caller, are 13 and 24. Guapo. I don't know these guys' real names, and I think even if I did, I would still call them Guapo and Suave. Guapo, your numbers are 18 and 7. Get that turned around if you can actually see my writing. Guapo, your numbers are 18 and 7. Suave. Okay. Itchy nose doesn't help. Suave, your numbers are 15. I should be showing these to you guys, but whatever. And Suave, your numbers are 15 and 6. 15 and 6 for Suave. The next 2 names are the 2 most supportive names I've found. 2 of the most supportive names I've found on Facebook. They're both from Puitov. Pro Wrestling is taking over Facebook. The first to reach out to me was King Abel Herrera. The second one is a guy you've seen all over this channel, even though you don't know it, because he's been doing all my graphics for the past little while, and all my graphics for the Wrestling Realm, and that would be Salvador. I never know how to pronounce your name, dude, so we're gonna do this. Hold on a second. Hold on. I don't know how to spell your name. I don't know how to spell your name. Or sound out your name, or whatever. I think it's Salvador Salcido. And if that's super professional, because it's really late at night. But Abel Herrera and Sal Salcido, I'm a horrible person. That's just what it is. King Abel Herrera, your numbers are 4 and 11. King Abel Herrera, your numbers are 4 and 11. Sal, because that's what I call you, so it is what it is. Your Sal, your numbers are 1 and 29. That's... You're splitting your odds there. Sal, your numbers are 1 and 29. James, who I can only call James, who has followed me to every Facebook group I've joined, every Facebook group I've started, has shouted me out on his channel ridiculously, who's gone to friendly war with me over John Cena, Hulk Hogan, Ryback, Batista, insert name here. Fear the Spear 1990, guys, go check him out. James, buddy, pal from across the pond, your numbers are 9 and 22. 9 and 22 for James. Okay, Fabe, my most recent co-host, my buddy, my pal, who helps me tackle every preview. Funny guy, go check him out. Okay, Fabe for life. Check him out on Facebook and all the riffraff and rigmarole. Okay, Fabe, Connor, your numbers are 10. And 26. Okay, Fabe, Connor, your numbers are 10 and 26. Everybody else, go check out Okay, Fabe. Last but not least, the long-lost, you know, prodigal partner, tag team partner, partner in crime, from the No Holds Barred show days, Steffi Sunshine. Hun, your numbers are 19. 19. Steffi Sunshine has 19 and 25. 19 and 25. What I'm going to do is I'm going to check out the rest of these numbers because they're irrelevant. I'm going to make up a graphic, some sort of graphic thing before the credits roll. It's going to have all the numbers listed. You want to write them down. If you don't care, just write me a note in the comment section below. Tell me you don't care. Here's the deal. Like I say, if your number's drawn, the person that comes out to that number wins the Rumble, you win. If nobody wins, I will take whatever's close. Like, if 22 is the winner and somebody has 21 and nobody has 23, then obviously that person's going to win because they're the closest. If it's dead shot between two people, I will do 2 videos because that's the only fair thing I can do. But I've rambled for a lot longer than I thought I would. I'm getting hot in the face because it's tired in here and I need water that's gonna make me burp, which is professional. Anyways, before I fuck this video up any more than it already is, guys, thanks for a great 2014. I didn't get to say it because I was on hiatus. As I say once again, thanks for sticking with this channel. 511 subscribers. Let's try to double that this year. Share me around. I know a lot of you guys do and I appreciate it. But this year, like last year, subscribe up there, talk down there, start a conversation, keep all these conversations going. Don't be a stranger. I'll talk to each and every last one of you later, but for right now, I'm tagging out. Happy New Year, guys.